Stepping out of the shadow in my room, caught between cowboy clouds and misty moon.
Actually just get up a bit of speed to get up here. Bit nervous about getting out of here. It's so steep coming down, it's a little bit muddy. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's take it out of low gear.
Silver dress, sparkle eyes, crystal blue. I was lost to the menace of the mind, sucker punched by love most of my life. Told myself I would always toe the line.
But this here, this is the real reason I do van life. I could live out here so happily. It's actually quite cold here. It's going to get to 10 degrees tonight. So I've got my hoodie out and I've got a spare rug that I keep in the back of the van. I've pulled that out as well. It's actually kind of cool. I'll show it to you. I got this from Canada when I went years ago. I love it. And it's made from recycled water bottles, plastic. So yeah, I'm going to put that over the top of my hoodie. And the hoodie is, so I don't like polyester stuff, but it is actually warmer. So when I put that, it's not touching me. It's just on top of my doona. And so I do love my hoodie for that purpose. And I have shown people this hack before. But I just keep a cushion cover and I just wrap my hoodie up into like a cushion shape and put it inside the cushion cover and it acts like another cushion. So there's a van life hack for you. But tonight's dinner, so yes, my battery was not at 100%. I think, yeah, it was quite low when I got here. So I am keeping an eye on my power. So tonight's dinner, because I don't really want to put the Instant Pot on or my George Foreman, but if I boil my kettle, it only uses about 2%. So this is my go-to meal if I get caught short without food, like fresh food. I will get a tin of tuna in spring water, and then I just get some noodles, gluten-free noodles. You can usually get like a rice noodle. And so I just put like a tiny bit of maybe half a packet of the chicken seasoning, because I don't really like, I don't know, I get a bit funny about using those packet seasonings, so, but it does give it a bit of flavour. So with the tuna and a little bit of seasoning in there, it's actually not a bad meal. I quite enjoy it. So I do have frozen peas, so maybe I'll whack those in as well. Yeah, so that's my dinner tonight. Petit.
Tripped on love and fell. You shook me out my shell. Now I know you well. Tripped on love and fell. You shook me out my shell. Now I know you well. I fell for you. I fell for you. Life can switch from light to dark. Loving you, that's the easy part. I can do this with all my heart. Tripped on love and fell. You shook me out my shell. Now I know.
This is such a beautiful place, and I was originally like, oh, why have I chosen this campground? It was like so a little bit hairy getting in here, and it hasn't stopped raining. Well, sorry, it's just been lightly raining on and off since I got here, and it was a little bit muddy on the track coming down, so I am actually quite nervous about getting out because I'm going up, so I'm a bit worried about my tyres spinning. Anyway, we'll manage, I'm sure. But like the campsites are quite close together. The toilets are, you know, not that great for drop toilets. I mean, drop toilets aren't that great anyway. But coming, like the advantage is it has this beautiful river, the Warren River. So it's really beautiful walking in here. So yeah, I think there's upsides and downsides. I'm not sure if I would come back in here, depending on how easy it is to get out of here, or maybe if I come back it won't be when it's you know, raining. Anyway, this is an amazing walk. There's lots of wildlife around here too. I saw black cockatoos coming in. I actually saw a couple of eagles. I think I saw 3 on the way here, and then obviously the Kookaburras. So yeah, it's cold, very, very cold. I struggled a bit last night, but it's still, I don't know, I get out here and all those issues fade away. There's actually a bunch of campsites along this Warren River that you can go to, and there's a people just over here camped on the other side of the river, and you can see here, like, they can actually Yeah, you'd need a four-wheel drive to get through there. But yeah, so you must be able to four-wheel drive through certain sections of this area. So I have referenced before a book called The Hidden Life of Trees, and in that book it talks a lot about how fungi and trees sort of work together. And I don't want to try and recite what I read in the book because my memory's not that great, but I just find it really interesting that I've found this tree here and there is fungi growing all the way up it. And look at this one here. It actually looks like the face of like a little goblin man underneath the mushroom. I'll show you. I might not be able to see it in the shade. Can you see that? And the nose here with the mouth and the eyes sort of looking this way.
Tripped on love and fell. You shook me out my shell. Now I know you well. Tripped on love and fell. You shook me out my shell. Now I know you well.
This river is really peaceful. It's so calm. There's like no wind today. But for some reason, Molly Meldrone's struggling when I've put him out over the water. Anyway, it's places like this I'd love to get out my stand-up board and go down the river. But I gotta be honest, I can't be bothered getting it out and blowing it up. It's just frustrating to have to do all that to get in the water for 30 or 40 minutes. But I don't know. I'd love to have a kayak or a stand-up board that was easy just to get into the water. I have seen, and don't laugh, it is a thing, it's a fold-up kayak. So I don't know how that works. I know they're a lot more expensive, but maybe that's a better option for me, because if I can fold it, some beautiful birds here. If I can fold it and carry it down to the water, it might be easier. Anyway, food for thought. So recently one of you beautiful followers asked me in my question and answer video, what's one of my favourite moments from van life so far? And I couldn't really answer the question because there's been so many, and I picked out a particular place that, you know, had meant a lot to me. But it's really is a culmination of different moments that I've experienced that make my life so amazing. And this is case in point. Just moments like this, sitting here listening to nature, just in so much peace. And I love music. I find that music really enhances moments for me and my feelings. And then today I'm just listening to Joni Mitchell, Both Sides Now. But I'll quite often just listen to a song that brings me calm as well. But yeah, moments like this, that's what makes van life so amazing. Okay, let's start the drive out of here. I am quite nervous about this. I have actually been dreading this since I got here. It hasn't rained really for a little while now. So let's give this a go. Okay, It's just a little bit muddy. Oh, she's standing out a bit already. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good on the hood. Well, that was actually okay in the end. I did slide a couple of times a little bit because it's just, and I don't know, maybe some of you are watching going, what's she talking about? It's completely fine. But, you know, Gypsy weighs, you know, about 2.8 ton, and she's my home. So I do worry about her. And I think when you're on your own too and you don't have someone else there to go, it's fine, we'll be good. You know, you start to overthink things a bit. But I've got to be honest, like if it was winter, I probably wouldn't go to that campground because it does get quite muddy in there, and Gypsy's not a four-wheel drive and it's quite steep. So she was struggling to get up some of those hills. So yeah, I think it's probably okay during summer, and it would be amazing with the Warren River there. But yeah, I'm not sure I would. Oh, no, actually, I know I wouldn't do that in winter. So anyway, beautiful location. Campsite's probably a bit closer together than I'd like. The drop toilets are probably a bit, you know, could do with an upgrade. But apart from that, really, really beautiful. Yeah, it'd be good for if you had a kayak or a stand-up board or something, yeah.